On August 25th, 2026, the world lost its sparkle. Dolly Parton, the undisputed queen of country music, passed away at the Vanderbilt Ingram Cancer Center in Nashville, Tennessee, at the age of 80. Her nephew and head of security, Brian Seaver, delivered the news, stating that she lived in the light and is in the arms of Jesus.
Hey everyone, my name is Brian Seaver, son of Cassie Parton, and I'm representing the Parton and Owens family today, announcing the passing of my Aunt Dolly Rebecca Parton Dean, sister, sis, Aunt Granny to one generation and Gigi to the next. This video announcement is something Dolly asked of me years ago, before I fully absorbed it as a future reality. As her head of security for more than 2 decades, a role my father Larry held before me, I have imagined the heaviness of this moment but haven't truly felt it until now. It is an honor that is mixed with absolute pride and great sadness. But sadness lies with us, not with Dolly. Dolly has lived in the light and is in the arms of Jesus, surely met by Carl, her parents, and countless others who have watched her and longed for her to meet them in the heavens. I first went on the road with Dolly as a kid, getting a taste of the road life in the early 1980s. Dolly opened doors not just for me, but for her entire family to reach the potential we didn't even know was possible. Dolly also opened doors for generations of singers, songwriters, musicians, and dreamers from every walk of life and across every continent. By her example, we believed that anything was possible. She never saw a door she couldn't open, and the doors she opened made and changed history. My family and I have shared a lifetime of beautiful memories with Dolly, but so have you. She has always been on your television, your record player, your CD, and on your phone playlist, becoming an extended part of your family whether you liked it or not. Our family and the team she has entrusted with her legacy will work diligently to ensure her spirit will live with us forever. Dolly was a farmer, just like her daddy. He farmed the soil, she farmed songs and happiness. Dolly called me and said she wants to rest in a beautiful bed of plush cotton because after a life wearing heavy rhinestones, she finally deserves to be comfortable and have some rest. Rest in peace, Aunt Dolly, Aunt Granny, Gigi. May God bless Dolly Parton, and may God bless you all. She will always love you.
To her millions of fans, Dolly seemed invincible, a permanent fixture of joy, rhinestones, and endless energy. But behind that famous, unshakable smile lay a lifetime of brutal music industry battles, quiet private heartbreaks, and severe health struggles that she hid from the world until her body finally forced her to stop. This is the untold story of the sacrifices behind the legend. Dolly's journey began in deep poverty in a one-room cabin in the Smoky Mountains. But when she arrived in Nashville in 1964, she faced an entirely different kind of hardship, a cutthroat, deeply sexist music industry. For years, she was treated as just a pretty face and a backup singer on the Porter Wagoner show. When she finally decided to break away to build her own empire, she was met with immense corporate resistance. Powerful men tried to control her publishing rights and dictate her image. But Dolly refused to bow. She famously stood her ground against Elvis Presley's manager, refusing to give up half her songwriting rights to "I Will Always Love You," a decision that cost her a massive immediate payday but secured her independence and billionaire legacy. While her professional life was an uphill battle, her private life carried its own heavy burdens. Dolly and her husband of nearly 60 years, Carl Thomas Dean, were deeply devoted, yet they faced the private sorrow of never being able to have children due to early medical complications. Then, in March 2025, Carl passed away after a long, private illness, leaving Dolly to navigate an intense loneliness she rarely showed on camera. At the same time, her body was fighting a silent war. For decades, Dolly secretly battled chronic kidney stones. The condition repeatedly caused her severe pain and dangerous infections, forcing her to quietly miss major career milestones, including events at her beloved Dollywood theme park. Yet, she always pushed through, masking her physical suffering with heavy stage makeup and unparalleled professionalism. By late 2025, her relentless work ethic finally collided with reality. Dolly had signed on for a massive 6-date Las Vegas residency at Caesar's Palace, her first major performance run in over 3 decades. But behind the scenes, her health was unraveling. The chronic kidney stones had triggered a severe infection, throwing her immune and digestive systems completely out of balance. In May 2026, Dolly was forced to make the heartbreaking decision to cancel the tour entirely. With typical Dolly humor, she explained to her fans that the heavy medications left her feeling swimmy-headed, joking that she couldn't be expected to be dizzy, carrying around banjos and guitars on 5-inch heels. But beneath the joke lay a sobering truth. After 60 years of putting the world first, her body was telling her it was finally time to slow down. Dolly Parton spent her final months resting, stepping away from the grueling demands of the stage, but remaining active on her charitable projects until her final days. Before she passed, she made one final poetic request of her family. She asked to be laid to rest in a simple bed of plush cotton, stating that after a long lifetime of wearing heavy, restrictive rhinestones, she finally deserved to be completely comfortable. Sadly, adding to her health issues, Dolly got diagnosed with cancer, which she ultimately succumbed to, briefly after struggling with this vicious disease. Dolly has stepped out of the heavy rhinestones and into the quiet light. She survived the industry, survived the heartbreak, and left the world a much kinder place.